What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here continuing my NF journey. This time we checking out Wish You Wouldn't. Let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up. Once again, NF with the real music, conceptual stuff, right? Just immediately, he ain't even got to say nothing. The piano, right, coming in really thick, drowned in a lot of sorrow and possibly anger, but more sorrow and sadness. Already communicating. I like that. Real music, y'all. All that reverb. It's like a bottomless pit.
We gotta talk about things. We gotta do something different, cause this isn't working. This isn't working. I don't know if I can do this.
I like that, because this isn't working. And then his sustain on this isn't working, right? It's almost like you say that this isn't working, but then you continue to keep trying to make it working. But generally, whenever you're repeating something, it's because you like really mean it. And not only did he repeat it, but he sustained it. This is like when you say something out of anger, you guys know if you've ever been in a fight and you say something and then it gets ignored. So you say it louder or with a bit more emphasis.
Riding around the city, baby. I know you wish you could change me. Why you mad, girl? Why you angry? Yeah, why you angry? Back and forth, you love, you hate me. Arguing about the same things. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know anymore.
That vocal chop.
Baby, I don't know anymore. I wish you didn't say this.
Vocal layering.
I wish you didn't say things that you don't mean. That you don't mean. I wish you didn't say things. I wish you didn't say things that you don't mean. That you don't mean. I mean, she wants somebody that's working a 9 to 5. I apologize, but those ain't my hours. Yeah, you never been with a man who's working this kind of job, who works with this kind of drive. I wouldn't be with me either. Hold up, yeah, I think that's work on the other line. I gotta go, we can argue some other time. Hang up the phone, I regret it right after. This is the chance that I just couldn't pass up. See, I signed a deal, you said I should've asked you. I guess I was scared to see how you reacted, or maybe I knew I'd be selfish. These are the things I ain't proud of. I was always the type to get jealous. There's always two sides of a story, and you're not the one that I blame when I tell it that's real.
So yo, the very first part, right, of the song, right, already strongly relating. For those of you who don't know, I've been with my wife since high school, right? We started dating in 2008. So what's that? 14 years that we've been together, if my math is correct. And we've been married for 8 of those years. Okay. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. We started off going to different schools, right? High school. I went to one school. She went to another school. We met because of jazz band competitions, because she also was interested in jazz, like yours truly. And eventually I worked up enough, courage to ask her out. But there was times when we were in college, she had a full ride. So she went all the way out state. I stayed in state because, tuition ain't cheap. And the best thing I could tell for anybody when it comes to a relationship that you want to make work is communication, and communication of how you feel, like your emotions and everything. But the type of stuff that he was saying, there was a bunch of stuff that me and her went through, and honestly, if I was to go back and change it, I wouldn't change it because it made us stronger. If we were inseparable at long distances, then we were invincible together. That was our thing. You know what I mean? But there'd be times where we would go through that and it sucks, right? And it's just this feeling that don't simply go away, especially when there's nothing you can do, right? Imagine you really, really love somebody and they're on the phone saying, I don't know if this is going to work out. It's something that's going to stick with you. It's going to burn inside of you, right? You're going to feel that anguish. And I think that's what the backtrack is almost kind of hinting at. Now, the second part of his lyrics where he was talking about, he's, a 9 to 5, but he's out here doing what he needs to do to chase his dream. I often think what would happen if, like, my wife is fully supportive of my channel, but I often think, I've obviously poured a lot of time into this. I poured a lot of passion into this. I like what I do. But what if I was given the choice, to choose between this and my wife? Now, the same decision will be to choose my wife. I mean, she's not like my girlfriend or something. She's my wife, but that will be very tough, right? So I can put myself in that mindset that NF is as he's recanting the things that he's been through and the decisions that he's had to make regarding his career.
There's always two sides of a story, and you're not the one that I blame when I tell it that's real. Yeah. You ain't the one. You ain't the one. I mean, I should've manned up, and that's hard to say as a man. The older I get, the more I understand a relationship's more than just holding her hand. I'm sorry. You can blame me.
So the things where he said that some of these things you start understanding when you grow up as a man, I feel like for the longest, like I kind of already knew what I want ever since like the age of 16. I knew that I wanted one woman, right? The idea of sleeping around just didn't sit well with me because I had quite a few girlfriends. I was quite the smooth talker and, going all the way from kindergarten, right? I've always had a girlfriend. I never had an issue there. But at one point, I think when I was around 16 or 17, it kind of hit me to where I'm wasting so much time and so much energy, right? Why don't I just stop, right? And I asked God, I said, hey, you know what? I'm done looking for anybody. If somebody is to be with me, I'm just going to sit back and have you send it my way. And that's what he did. And I married her and everything. But I knew what I wanted. I'd rather all that wasted energy, you get with somebody, sleep with them, get somebody to sleep with them. That sounded like an absolute chore to me. So I decided to pull all my energy into one woman. And I've learned so much. She's taught me stuff. I taught her stuff and everything. But the reason why I wanted to say that is because he said, the older I get, the more I understand relationships are more than just holding a hand. I got that at an early age, right? And I thank God, because some people aren't blessed with that type of thought process or that type of wisdom until they're way older and they've already made the mistakes and everything. I've been married since I was, when did we get married? In 2015. So I was 25. Yes. My math is horrible. Anyways, I got married what most society will be considered young, okay, in my 20s. Most people don't think about settling down into their mid-30s. But then, even then, you know what I mean?
I understand a relationship's more than just holding her hand. I'm sorry. You can blame me. Yeah, you can blame me. I wish you didn't say this. I wish you didn't say this. That you don't mean. That you don't mean. I wish you didn't say this. I wish you didn't say this. That you don't mean. What's going on? I just wanna feel something. I just wanna feel something. There's too many things I'm trying to deal with. And I understand that you don't feel this. I said, there's too many things I'm trying to deal with. And I understand I'm hurting your feelings.
I tell you, man, I can tell you, relationships definitely are hard work. And I think it's because of how much work that it takes that's what scares a lot of people. but those same people turn around and I see tweets and stuff about what they're looking for and everything, and they want all of this to their partner to have all of this. Well, I, as an experienced person, right, as a person, as a young person at that, who's been with one woman for 14 years, I can tell you that I have achieved those things that you guys tweet about. But guess what? It took nearly 10 years to get there. It took, well, actually not even 10 years, because I knew what I wanted. I saw the qualities in my wife before she even saw them in there. You know what I mean? So let's say it took about 4 years, 5 years, right? For me to achieve that. Now it's blissful, but it took time to get there. And that's just the thing. You got to put the time in. It's you got to be with them for quite a while. I feel like anybody would say this, and even then it doesn't mean that it'll always work out, but you got to put that time. I know people's attention spans are short. I feel like there's not enough love in the world. Honestly, I think everybody's kind of just looking for a quick fix and moving along. It's a wonderful thing if you do put that time, because there's nothing like it. It's that old saying, anything worth having, it's going to be hard to achieve. So I'm definitely, for all the young people out there, like right at my age, people, millennials, it's 100% possible, right? Most of the time, you just gotta get out of your own way.
And I understand I'm hurting your feelings.
But the reason why I say this is because he said that there's too many things he's trying to deal with, and relationships are hard work, right? It is, especially if you get committed, like emotionally committed. It isn't something that you can just brush aside, right? You got to figure out a way of making that work, and that scares a lot of people, right? I understand.
And I understand I'm hurting your feelings. I know you don't feel this. Yeah, baby, I'm just expressing the way that I'm feeling, the things that I'm trying to deal with. I guess I've been trying to hold it all inside, but it's obvious that ain't working. Yeah, it's obvious that ain't working. The only thing we got in common is that we got nothing in common.
It's powerful. That's kind of so I told you that, like, me and my wife, we got together because jazz and everything. But that's pretty much the only thing that we have in common outside of our love for each other, right? We still are complete opposites. I am definitely the more social person, and she is not that social. She is definitely afraid to get on any type of camera, which is the reason why she has not blessed us with her presence, no matter how much I plead and beg. So that could definitely be seen as both a negative and a positive, that you have nothing in common. Sometimes it works for you, right? In relationships, you would hope to grow together, not grow apart. But anyways, there I go, going on one of my tangents again. That's just what NF does. Just brings it out of you, right? Even if you don't want it to, it's happening. Real music, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.